Are you having a hard time understanding how to hit really short shots around the green, chipping, pitching, anything when you're in this rough and you're confused on what club to grab, how to hit the shot, and you found your ball usually going blop, 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 like not getting to the green? This is the video for you. If you've also showed up because you've seen my article on Women's Golf Magazine, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Coach Shayain. Today I will go through most of what I tell you in the article, which should help you what we call a bump and run, as well as if you're stuck behind a bunker, how do you get the golf ball to give you height to get to the green? And the issue is the pin's really close, so you don't have tons of space for the run part in the bump and run. So this video is for you. Let's get started. All right, so let's start right away with the bump and run. And most of you probably never tried it, and it's gonna be your hybrid. Yes, your hybrid. And you're like, what? Why a hybrid? Because the hybrid, the longer your club is, the more roll it will give you with your bump and run. If you have a flat area, no bunker in sight, it's not crazy hills or any kind of like hazard in your way, grab your hybrid. Keep it super, super simple. I have my ball over here. I'm on a little bit of a slope, which is fine, but I'm gonna think putting. How do I putt? So sometimes I just take a practice swing just to remind myself putting and then just come a little bit closer. If you're far and quite far away from the ball, which most of us usually are, when it comes to bump and run, the hot tip, the secret is you need to come closer. Think putting. If this was my putter, I would actually be here. So that might be quite hard. So just a little step back and I'm putting. My lower body is still. I'm doing my putting stroke. Now, depending on how far the roll is, I might make my stroke a little longer so it rolls a little further. So let's give it a try. My ball is in the back of my stance. I'm taking a deep breath and I'm reminding myself, stand tall, not hunched. My width is about 1 club length, my stance width. Again, standing tall, relaxing my shoulders, thinking putting. So I'm gonna stand a little closer and then BLT, ball back. I'm gonna lean left and I'm gonna tick-tock. And it's really, really wet. So that got caught in the super, super wet grass, but you can see how much roll that has. Tons of roll. And you know what? We'll pace it in a second to show you how far I am. So I'll do it again. Now that I kind of have an understanding, the grass is very wet. I'm on the green. You have to practice this shot. You have to come out to a chipping area and really practice how far your hybrid goes. So for my first and second shot, why don't we pace it out? And if you haven't seen my videos before on me playing a par 3 or a par 4, I show you how to pace out there, but let's show you over here as well. And I'll do it with my bag. So I am here and we're gonna take big strides to my first ball to tell you how far the distance is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So about a 26 to like 35 yard run. I'm gonna pull out my hybrid with a putting stroke. That's more of a tick-tock, nice and easy, nothing crazy. When I got really crazy, I went quite far and gave it a little bit more oomph. You can see how far the roll actually goes. And because the flag is blue, it's in the back of the green, you can see it's like not actually that bad. As opposed to a lot of you pulling out your sand wedge, your lob wedge, any of the lofted wedges that you have, and then your ball goes bloop, bloop, and then you get frustrated, and from that shot over there, you're probably hitting like 3 to get onto the green. So don't sleep on your hybrid, but you have to practice it to know how far your hybrid goes. The hot tip is you just need to remember to stand closer than you think, and you can see the heel of my club is off the ground. So it's not flat like how we usually hit the hybrid. I would be this far away and I would hit it. Now the heel is off and I'm coming closer and I'm thinking putter. Thinking putter. Keep it in your putting stroke length and give it a try. Practice it. Pace yourself out. And you also have to try it on the course. Don't be nervous. It's the only way you're going to figure out. Enough times on the practice green and enough times in the driving range, and then you finally have to try it on the course. Take a deep breath and just come a little closer and just think putting and keep trying it, keep trying. Trust me, your hybrid will end up being your best friend. But for the rest of you that have read the Women's Golf Magazine and you want to see some of the drills that I was doing along with my pitching wedge and my 7-iron and how to kind of like do the BLT from there, let's get right into that really quick. A quick pause from the video you're currently watching. I just want to let you know if you have not downloaded my free golf starter guide, you need to go and do that at coachshayain.com. The link is also below. It will really help you out if you're brand new to the sport. That's number one. If you haven't joined my golf travel waitlist for 2026, I guarantee you will not want to miss out on these amazing destinations that we're going to in 2026. And videos are going to come out for me in Spain, Greece, Italy, and Japan. So if you want to know what golf looks like in any of those countries, you want to join that mail list for 2026. And if you have any questions, as always, I always tell you, get in the comments, ask me. And if you add me on Instagram, you can DM me your question as well. Thanks so much. Let's get back to your regular program. So I have my pitching wedge in my hand. I'm going to show you what BLT looks like, but you need to understand when do you use it and what club do you need. So if you come behind me, you'll get a chance to understand. I've brought a few clubs with me, which is always great to do, to just see what's happening. Pretend that I have one ball over here. I'm looking at the hole. I cannot use my putter because I'm in the thick grass. If I was on the fringe, I would pull out my putter without even thinking twice. But now I'm in the thick grass. It's wet. It's really, really wet. And I have a little bit of green to work with. And I see that it's going downhill. So I can't hit it very hard, but I need to think putting stroke, pitching wedge, because pitching wedge will give me a roll. So I'm here. I have my club in between my feet, so I'm nice and close. I'm going to stand nice and tall. The rule of thumb, BLT, ball back. So moving towards my back foot. Body weight to the left. So ball back, lean left. So now my body weight, about 80%, let's say, is on my left foot. I'm standing nice and tall. I'm thinking putting. And I have to say tick-tock. So putting stroke, tick-tock. Okay, it's dripping a bit right. So I will grab another ball because practicing is the only way you will be able to master this. Ball back, lean left, tick-tock. You can see how wet it is. The water's just dragging the ball. One more. Ball back, lean left, tick-tock. Woo! That skipped out, kind of funny. Okay, so same thing. I just want to show you the difference between a pitching wedge and a 7-iron. So I'm going to do everything the same, just see how much more roll my 7-iron will give me. So I'm here, still aiming over there. Ball back, lean left, one club in between. I'm standing nice and tall. Same tick-tock stroke, tick-tock. A lot of roll. Let's do it again. Ball back, lean left, Tick-Tock. Okay, well, as you can imagine, that would keep rolling down. So look at where my pitching wedge stopped. Why don't I hit one more? I'll redo this one just to really drill it in. So you will have to practice to see how far your putting stroke goes in order for your clubs and how far they roll. But the point is the 7-iron rolls really far, even as lightly as you hit it. So if this pin was in the back of the green, I would pull out my handy dandy 7-iron and I would be great. When the pin is in the front or in front of me, so not very far, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 paces away from me, I'm using my pitching wedge. When the hole is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 paces away, I'm using my 7-iron. So when you're actually out on the golf course, you can very quickly, like if my ball was here, you can pace it. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5 paces. I need to grab my pitching wedge and do a much smaller stroke. So do not be embarrassed. Don't be scared of doing that. That just shows that you're really dialed in on your paces and your yardage. And I would actually highly recommend you doing that. Grab a notebook, grab your phone, grab something, and write down how far your pitching wedge goes, how far your 7-iron goes. So when you're actually out on the golf course, you take a deep breath. You've done the practice, you've done the hard work, and you're coming out here with confidence. Just like you saw me doing it with the hybrid, you saw me pacing that out. Now I know what my hybrid pacing is. I know what my 7-iron pacing is. I know what my pitching wedge pacing is, and I can just fill in the rest of the clubs if I wanted to. So pitching wedge is 10, 7-iron is, let's say 20. So 15, maybe I'm grabbing my 9-iron or my 8-iron and doing BLT and doing my Tick-Tock and getting the ball in the hole. So one of the drills I talk about is the towel drill. You place a towel and your goal is for the first part of the ball to land here and then roll towards the towel. So let's see. BLT, ball back, lean left, Tick-Tock. That's too much. That's gonna roll very, very far. So I need to look at the towel. This is my landing spot. A little too much as well, but I need the first part of the ball to land here. This is a great drill to help you understand how far your swing needs to go in order for this ball to carry here and then roll. Also, it's great for you to understand what do the landing spots look and feel like. That's better. So, same concept, but if the pin was in the back and I had my 7-iron, maybe my landing spot or where I'm looking would be here. So then I would move the towel and I would try the same thing. It kind of helps you also make sure your club is moving forward and you're not getting stuck back here. So I'm looking at the towel, I'm looking at all of this, I'm looking at my 7-iron, I have something to aim at. There it goes. Okay, one more, looking at the towel. So do you see the ball hops over the towel on the other side and then rolls towards the green? So that's the towel drill, and then the similar concept with tees as well. I hope this really helped you. If you've read the article in the magazine, thanks so much for supporting me and thanks so much for showing up to my YouTube channel. If you haven't, the link is in the description below, so feel free to go in there and read the article. There's more hot tips in there for you. And if you have any questions, as always, please make sure to let me know in the comments. I read the comments and I'm here to help you. So if you have a more specific question where you're too embarrassed to share it with the world, you know, Instagram, DM me, and I do read the comments in there as well. So I'm more than happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.